Hello, my name is Chris David. I'm part of the CIT 262 class, and today we have an economic assessment for implementation of some new software to a large company. Today we'd be directing our presentation towards an executive, and the purpose of the presentation would be to convince the company to actually implement this software to improve their setup and their systems. So this software cost and benefits analysis derived from an Excel doc that had broken down details of all the things we will discuss today. So initially, to get started with this software, we will see a total initial cost of around $17 million. This will encompass implementation costs of $10 million, customization costs $5 million. Licensing will be renewed each year to maintain the software at $1 million a year. In order to get started with the new software, we have to actually set up a new Linux cluster server, and this would allow for all this new software to be upkept and manageable on the new system. So that would be about $2,000 for the new systems there. So the new staff would come into play because now with the new system, we need staff to support it. Now, based on our analysis, we have current staff, and the current staffing is at 1,000 CSRs with their supporting staff of supervisors and level 2 and 3 managers. Because the software would improve efficiency, we would see a drop in CSRs being employed to about 50%. And so with this new staff set up with the software support engineers, database administrators, and the managers corresponding with those groups, we will also see that it may be an initial cost to get going, because usually they're hired about 6 months before actual release of the software. But the staff that we're cutting would actually offset this tremendously, and we'd be saving a lot of money each month. We'll continue on to the anticipated benefits that we actually were talking about with the reduced staff of 50%. Now this does cut down, as I said before, on the support teams like supervisors and managers. With this new setup, instead of doing the traditional 10 employees to 1 supervisor that we've been executing over the years, we would actually increase that to 20 employees to 1 supervisor. But we would maintain the level 2 managers and level 3 managers at the same 5 supervisors to 1 level 2 manager, and then 3 level 2 managers to 1 level 3 manager. Now with this reduced staff, we will see a large benefit come out even in year 1. So in year 1, we'll see a total benefit value of over $7 million. Now the discounted value will be at about $6 million at the end of year 1. So with this new system, we'll also see growth and staff expansion be a lot more manageable. And because the employees are more efficient, we can have less supervisors managing more CSRs. Now the economic assessment of this comes directly from our cost analyses in the Excel docs. This initial year 0 to year 1, we see a lot of the implementation costs and the development costs come out. But within about 18 months from starting this, we actually will see a return on investment. So in year 2, we're definitely in the green. And from this point forward, with the growth that we're experiencing compared to the growth we would experience as a present system setup, we can definitely see that this new software will help improve even future growth. So my feasibility analysis on this is that the largest risk we would face is actually on deadlines. So big question is, will the implementation of the software be on time? If it's not, then we'd be in the red longer, and obviously we do not want that. Typical 12 months to 18 months is pretty standard for return on investment. Anything longer than that would be a little uncomfortable, and it may not be worth the time and investment to pursue. But with our current scheduled dates of release, we could see everything come about like we've been presenting this whole time, and see a return on investment within the first 18 months. Approximately about, actually by month 14, we'll see the return on investment. The staffing overhead will also decrease, like we mentioned before, and future potential growth will be cheaper and more profitable than our current structure. So after about 5 years, there's an estimated net value of over $33 million. So I hope this enlightens you towards the potential of this new support software and support teams that we would hire. In my opinion, it would be a good route to pursue.